Hello and welcome back. I'm Dr. Lori Williams. I help individuals and corporations to create lasting mental and emotional wellness through holistic practices. Today I want to talk to you about how vulnerability is a superpower. So first and foremost, when you are vulnerable with others, it helps to build an authentic connection. Your relationships will thrive on authenticity. When your relationships are inauthentic, that's when they tend to struggle. So if someone else can see that you are vulnerable, it helps them to be able to relate to you and to trust you when building a connection, when building a relationship. It also encourages that, the other person is mentally and emotionally safe with you. If you are able to open up and be vulnerable with them, it gives them a safe place to open up and be vulnerable with their struggles as well. The vulnerability also strengthens emotional resilience. It acknowledges your fears or failures, and rather than just like suppressing them and hoping that they'll just go away, it helps to build emotional strength. True confidence comes from accepting your imperfections and still finding the value in what those perceived imperfections are. You don't want to pretend that they don't exist. Vulnerability invites growth and learning. When you can be vulnerable, it typically means that you are open to feedback and constructive criticism. And rather than, just letting the ego get in the way and being hurt by what other people say to you, you can take that feedback and allow it to usher you into learning and growing personally and professionally. Vulnerability will increase your influence and impact. As a leader, as a friend, as a human being, the impact that you have on other people comes from you being real and from you being your authentic self. So when you are a vulnerable person, people are more likely to trust you, and you're essentially giving them permission to embrace their humanity. When vulnerability is used as a foundation for your relationships are going to thrive. It doesn't mean that you're, sitting around just talking about all the bad things that are happening. Vulnerability is letting somebody know that whether the good, the bad, the ugly, I am here to hold space for you and to support you in whatever it is that you're going through. When somebody is being vulnerable with you, you really should be very grateful. They're expressing a part of them that they don't easily share. They're letting you essentially into who they are. And that's not easy for people to allow others to see, and especially in our society, unfortunately. But we can start to change the stigma of vulnerability being a weakness, and instead starting to use it as a solid foundation for building authentic relationships. It also gives us a space to show up as our true and authentic self as well. So it's a win-win for everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you back here next time.